Moorlands Radio Sport, in association with Leak Building Society.
Joined by Kidsgrove Athletic captain Jack Bromfield. Jack, special night for the club, a 3-1 victory over Avro, but for you personally as well, 200 appearances for the Grove. You must be proud of that.
Yeah, really, really proud of the lads. That's one of my favourite nights, I think, in a Kidsgrove shirt. The past few weeks, we've shown some real determination and grit as a group. And that was the message in the change room, just keep delivering. Frustrate them first off, which I think we did. And then second half, we had the down bank, we had a bit of wind behind us, and we knew with Thorpe up front we could cause some chaos, which we did. We fed off him, and he got his hat-trick when he worked hard for, and I can't believe he's not doing the interview.
He's probably got a good reason as to why he's not with us, but we also wanted to talk to you with 200 appearances, and it was 2021 when you joined the club. We're going all the way back then. What can you remember of joining Kidsgrove at the time? We were in the middle of the pandemic, COVID had struck.
Yeah, I was a scrawny little kid, 20-year-old. I didn't know what to expect. I was ready to come out of full-time football, part-time football then. And then I stuck with it with Kidsgrove, and they took me in as family, and then the rest is history, as they say. And I just can't thank some of the people at the club, and over time as well, have come and gone. I'm just happy to play with a brilliant bunch of people, and the management staff, and people like Chris Holmes, Matt Reid, obviously Tom Pope, Mike Moon, Kitman. These are friends for life as well, and I think it's bigger than football. And I can't really appreciate it any more than that.
Yes, when you speak to the players, and they always say their best dressing rooms are when the players and the management staff and the people involved are your friends off the pitch and out of the dressing room as much as they are in the dressing room. How important is that?
It's massive, isn't it? Yeah, and you see it in full-time football and television, you see it at this level too, and I think the biggest thing for us is we've got such an age range of lads. Like, you look at the back four, you've got Ruben, young 18-year-old Will, who's done brilliant since he's come in at 18 as well. You look at the midfielders, I'm 25, 23, Henry coming on at 20, Alex coming on at 18. You've got some real young lads, and they're just getting the first taste of men's football, and to draw them into the group and what we're trying to create is really tough, but all of them are bought in absolutely brilliantly, and I think we get onto them a little bit at times, but we know what they can do, and they've got much more talent than some of us, especially me. So you just want to get the best out of them, and I think they bought into it really, really well. And I think we're on a journey again here. We need to keep building. We aren't the done deal now. We get to Chasetown Saturday, hopefully to push on up the league and then finish as high as we can and then kick on next year. But the lads have been absolutely brilliant. I'm so proud of each and every single one of them. Come on and done the job, listened to what we wanted them to do, and the management staff got the rewards out of us tonight. Yeah.
And you were made captain as well, quite a young age. Does that add extra pressure to your game, or does it not affect you wearing that armband?
I think I'd approach the game with the armband or without the armband. I've been very lucky again in my time. I've got lads around me like Richie Sutton, Josh Thorpe, Jeppo obviously.
And they've been captains as well, the last two.
Exactly, yeah, and I see them as captains too, you know what I mean? It's not just me on there, and if you could give 3 or 4 armbands out, they'd get one too, do you know what I mean? So, and I think the change room knows that. But I've been lucky in my time as well with Kyle Diskin and people like that, and Blakey, and time gone by, and they've really, I've pinched things off them and what they brought to the team, and I like to think I'm giving that back a bit and helping the young lads come through, because I was there once and so many moons ago. Yeah.
And when you look back, obviously 200 appearances, you said tonight, it's up there, but what other standout games are up there? You had that FA Trophy run, I think, in your first season with the club. You got to think it was the first round proper, 8th finish just outside the playoffs a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah, and we've had some great times, obviously, down the years, and we've had some good groups of lads, definitely when I first started with, like I say, Blakey, Ricky Bridge, Coxey, all them boys. Obviously, Thorpe, he was in amongst it then, Disco. Some real great lads and great characters, but good football players too, and I don't think they quite get the credit they deserve. And like you say, went down to Cambridge and Stratford and turned them over a couple of times. And Luke, I think everyone just thinks we're a little club from Stoke, and which we are, but we use that mentality to our advantage. And like I say, I couldn't be proud of my time here, and hopefully there's a few more years here, but we'll just see. But I just want to enjoy it. I really do enjoy my football here, and I'm just very lucky.
What's the plan for the next 200 games then?
Just stay fit, hopefully. I've been very lucky in the past few years, not picked up any injuries and things like that, and just create more memories, create more friends, and hopefully enjoy my time at Kidsgrove a bit more. Hopefully we can keep pushing on next year, up the league and challenge for the playoffs, which we say every year. And that's got to be the goal for the club, because you can see all the work going on at the club now, construction work, which Fitzy's obviously putting into the club, and it's about time we paid him back with it, with some better performances throughout the whole season rather than drips and drabs. And really compete, because we've shown tonight which we can. Even Bury, when we lost 2-0, was a great performance, and then Clitheroe last week. We've shown we can compete with some real clubs in this league. So I think that's got to be the target for us next year, definitely, and just keep building on, and then hopefully just stay fit and just enjoy it, make some great memories and some great mates. And
finally, you'll bring the supporters in, 200 in tonight, and every one of them loved that performance this evening against Avro. But the more you can win, they bring the fans in, and it will just add to the atmosphere, and that'll drive you guys on.
Yeah, and I can never thank them enough. They're the best fan base in the league, no doubt. Even when Bury come, we competed with them, and home and away. You're on about past few years, Workington on Boxing Day a few years ago. There was 200 there, and you're thinking, what are you guys doing here? But come support us, and that was the message a few weeks ago in the changing room as well. It's like, you don't realise who we're playing for, and we need to make sure we're doing it for them as well as us as a group and the management staff, because they give up their weekends, their Tuesday nights to come watch us in the rain and the cold, and it's about time we got a few more performances for them, because they really do deserve it, and I can never thank them enough for their support and their ongoing support on the pitch and off the pitch, because what a group of people, and it's about time they got some decent results recently and some decent performances.
Jack, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Rich. Nice one.